Good time zone, everybody. Let's do some housing. So we are right in the middle of the regular category for the home goods contest for real Endgame. If you're not a member of that community, go join that Discord. It's awesome. And there is the link. So, yeah, we are on EU. Mysterial, welcome in. Yeah, I hope you've had a good day too. Yeah, my parents are in town, so that's kind of exciting. I showed them the garden. They do not know me as an outdoors person in the slightest, so this whole gardening thing has been very new to them, and I'm just so excited to share my. Mrs. Tarask actually made some mashed potatoes out of the potatoes that I've been growing, so we finally had a couple of those. It's been fun. Yeah, just nice chilling with the folks. Yeah, hope your weekend's going well. Let's see. So we have. Our next one, let's see, we did Lurian's Matheson Manor. That was that whole town in the backyard of Matheson Manor. That was awesome. So next we have Miteitel, Sword Singers of Doubt on PCEU, titled Jungle Takes Over, an abandoned and overgrown druidic settlement where the plants have taken space for themselves. Please do not try and jump over the edges. Oh, challenge accepted, I suppose. The challenge to not parkour challenge things. Let us hop on in. Such a variety of things you can do with Sword Singers. You can use the cave, you can use the top side, you can do both. Build a whole town off of the walls. Let's see what awaits us in this jungle that has taken over the desert. Ooh. Very thorough reskin right off the bat. Can 100% not recommend the new stuffed crust from Domino's. It's okay taste-wise, but the area of the stuff, the cheese reduces the toppings and slice up. Yeah, but like, I don't know, it's cheese. Like, if there's too much crust in there, I get it. But like, if it's a decent amount of cheese ratio, I could see that being decent. I can't remember. I think I almost got that a couple weeks ago, and then I ended up just going for my usual thin crust. I know it's kind of a waste to... Camera froze for a second. There we go. Alright. So yeah, I will take your recommendation to heart. Crimson, welcome in! This is the house you immediately logged in to view when I saw retouring. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is thorough. For anyone who doesn't know what Sword Singers Redoubt normally looks like, it does not look like this in the slightest. This is a desert, normally, and they have thoroughly overtaken it with jungle, true to the name. So this is, for anyone just joining us, this is by Miteitel at Sword Singers Redoubt, Jungle Takes Over. Talking about Domino's, it's funny how good they became after being hard for so... Right? Yeah, they did whole commercials about how their crust no longer tastes like cardboard and their sauce no longer tastes like ketchup. Yeah, Domino's really had a glow up. I mean, the price isn't great still, but I mean, what price is these days? Music down again. I keep forgetting to turn my music back down, but it kind of really overtakes my voice. I did improve it. This idea ain't it? Yeah, they've tried some weird new things lately. A lot of sandwiches, a lot of... Oof, yeah, I know, Crimson. I mean, that's why I'm growing potatoes. If it gets any worse, this will go from a fun hobby to a way of life, and I might just have to run out and join some Amish if they'll take me in and still let me stream. Probably won't. Alright, love this. Love the mossy boulders with the hedges poking out too. Nice little combo there to get the best of both worlds, right? You got that nice, like, mossy, verdant platform, but also some 3D thickness to it with the hedges poking out. We've got an presumably abandoned shack here. Oh, that's cool. I like how you can like poke your head in but not quite get in there. Also know what you're doing for lunch. Is it more Domino's? Very nice. I'm more of a Jersey Mike's guy usually. Love the triangular roof gables for those or the triangular reclaimed wood platforms, I should say, that make the wonderful roof gables we see here. Oh, that is so cool. Oh no, I'm just saying like if I'm gonna like be ordering out, and want something bready, I'm usually going for a sandwich over a pizza place. But pizza's good too. Normally when I do pizza, it's just out of my own oven, like a frozen pizza, right from the freezer to the oven to my mouth. Don't get your birthday freebies anymore, so you haven't been there in years. Wolf. This is so cool, though. Oh, wow. They really just hid every little bit of evidence that this was ever Sword Singers. I love it. Just shade trees up and up and up. It's really jarring to hear that Alakir Desert soundtrack in this place. It's so fun. Got the crates over here. There's something hiding in there. When you found out it was Sword Singers, you made you think of the Buried Forest. Right? Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, just like a hidden underground forest. Yeah, you can fit a lot into 700 slots into this. I just adore that we've gotten so many efficient landscaping things now. The sunflowers here. They still get the sunflower planters, just making it clear it's a druidic settlement, or a former druidic settlement. These cute little houses. I like the mix of wood and metal. And their lovely little porches. And the pergolas with the scavenged gratings and the solstice vines up above. Some of the other shrubbery that we have. The gorse. Really cool. Like the rope bridge. I've lost all sense of direction in here. Because you were not ready to... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm learning... Maybe there are some home goods veterans among us that know like all the meta tricks already, but I'm like very quickly learning what people have discovered and just make the best of everything. It's crazy. And now like I feel I don't know. I feel like I have a couple ideas just kind of ruminating that I really want to try and make happen with home goods. But now I have to wait for another home goods contest to come out, and one that I'm not judging, to be able to do that. Look at this. Oh, I love these two. These mossy Murkmire things with the Spanish moss. They just really feel like either jungly or swampy, wherever you put them. They're like the ultimate Florida tree. There's all these shade trees. I always forget that these new things are... home goods now. Gotta go grab the kiddo back in a bit. Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out, Asterial. Appreciate you. This is crazy. This really feels like just a legit Zos environment almost. Like I could see this being a delve. I've been seeing a lot of that in this contest. Just people's like terraforming wizardry just really sell the whole like delve feeling of some of these. Oh man. Just kind of wandering, exploring with the overgrowth. A lot of green and then little pops of flowers every now and then. As we go down, I like the mix of some of the limestone stairs, but also the reclaimed wood stairs. Some storage crates over here. I'm trying to see if there's like a secret little cave entrance or something to get us down into that hole. I'm assuming with all the trees around, they didn't have enough slots to take us down into the pit, but I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong as to how much was left for the pit. Home goods and housing make you want to run to Housefolio, check the other builds from the... Right? Yeah, like, I see a lot of familiar names as I go through some of these contests, but also, like, some brand new names just make me want to binge their whole back catalog. I think the pit wouldn't have worked. Yeah, that's also true. I was just wondering if they use like maybe a little sampling of it, because it's really cool when you go down there and like the light and the music change. Like I can't think of any other house where the actual ambient music changes when you cross the threshold, or the light. Maybe the light. But there are some really unique little nuances to this house. They did such a great job with just this environment. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around all the new colorful solstice pieces that we have available. I haven't played with them in the slightest yet, but I am very excited. Look at that. The level of verticality here is really just amazing. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to go... Oh, nope, I was not supposed to get it. Whoopsie. Let's undo that. Prince of Persia our way back to there. And that is why they said, please do not try and jump. I wasn't sure if that counted as a jump or a mosey. So I will try not to mosey off the path. I just want to make sure I see every little bit that there is to be seen here. This is real cool. This pergola with the reclaimed wood posts and the scavenged grating. Wow, going deeper into the forest. I always forget just how much horizontal space. Like, obviously there's a ton of vertical space in Sword Singers, but also just so much. Like, when you're doing a custom build like this, you can really just take it any direction you want. Alright, let's mosey down here. Alright, this is an acceptable mosey we have going on here. Love the sunflowers. Love the palm trees. Those new solstice palm trees are so nice. I foresee maybe swapping out some of my older palm trees for those guys. Yeah, exactly, Mercy. Like, it's a lot of green, and then every so often, like, pops of, like, gorse, sunflowers, and those lovely pink solstice vines. It's really cool. And they just did such a thorough job covering every little bit of Sword Singers, and giving it a story, too. Like, all the houses, the abandoned houses... Like, they are structurally very efficient, especially for being home goods, but they just really they set this whole scene of overgrowth. Kind of reminds me of, like, Horizon Zero Dawn, or some other, like, post-apocalyptic games that aren't so much like the radioactive, bombed-out future, but more of just, like, humanity's disappeared for whatever reason, and nature just reclaims everything. All the beach grasses growing up through the reclaimed wood platforms, too. Oh, wow. Alright, so I know some of the other streamers have gone through these a lot faster than I've been able to, so hopefully, if you've seen this before, and if I've missed anything, please call me out on it. Really, really don't want to miss anything here, but I just love the amount of explorable space there is. Keep thinking there might be, like, sneakies somewhere. But I was informed, don't try to jump over anything. So I think we're good. I'm just gonna kind of bask in the landscape here. Let me get better about panning. Like a smooth rotation. That's awesome. Holy crap. Right, very strong start to my evening. Love just all of the verticality here. Like, you really, I mean, if you're really trying to hide Sword Singers, you have no choice but to go up and up, because there's just sandy boulders everywhere, and they've just covered them with trees and hedges. That's amazing. Yeah, there is, like, almost no evidence that this ever was Sword Singers. Amazing. Very well done, Miteitel. Did I go down here? I think I went down here. Another house? A house we can peep into? Yep. I like this too, the cracked door, so it's not like a fully shut door. You can at least see, like, yep, all the flowers have taken over in there. Really cool little windows made with the scavenged gratings too. I think the fact that it does a loop that connects also sells, like, the delve experience. You just see it from every angle that they want us to see it at. It's so cool. Right? Yeah, totally Crimson. Yeah, the overgrown urban ruins. Really cool. Even the new Kirby game. Well, I guess it's not that new anymore, but there was a recent Kirby game for the Switch where the world that Kirby finds himself in is like a an overgrown apocalypse like this, where you're like in a mall and it's just all overgrown with green. You're in like the factories and stuff. It's a really fun setting. All right, next up we have Persephonea, Serenity Falls Estate, Farmhouse Wedding. We're old. New as anything in the last 20 years. Anything that I don't know. I'm trying to think like what my threshold for old is, because like I was talking about Slender Man with someone fairly recently, and was like, yeah, back in the day I used to watch a lot of Slender Man, and then a part of my brain is like, wait, no, Slender Man was recent, wasn't it? It's like a whole new thing, and then I'm like, no, that was like 12-ish years ago, 15-ish years ago. Like, how is Slender Man old? How are there like Slender Man's old enough to vote at this point? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need to say that just came out. It's like a decade, right? Oh, it's horrible. Hate it. But we got no choice, so I gotta change that to streamer. Doop, doop. Now that I'm actually in some guilds, I should probably turn all of this off. Except maybe tells. We can leave tells on. Ree! Oh my goodness, I didn't know you're still going. Holy crap, Ree! So much. Thank you so much for the raid, everyone. If you're not already following Rewheel, please go do that. Here we go. Oh, welcome in. How was your stream? Did you finish up the entries? I know you've been chugging along. I've been lurking when I can. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Brinninger. Welcome in. Thank you. Hope you had an amazing evening of streaming and of touring. Oh shoot! I just undid all that. You know what? I'm so bad at this. Oh man, streaming. There we go. And that is my chat tab that does nothing. Perfect. So now I've got that. Lord Wen, Fiendish. Oh my goodness. Appreciate every single one of you. Welcome in. So yeah, if you came in on the raid, I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a lot of familiar territory. Right now, I'm in Matei Tell's Sword Singer's Redoubt that has been totally converted into not Sword Singer's Redoubt. Just the jungle has taken over what was once a druidic settlement. This is fantastic. Amazing time. Managed all the regular large houses. I did 7 houses in 8 hours. Nice. Oh, wow. I'm sure you had some really fun exploration and conversation. And I really thoroughly enjoy your slow walks. Like, it just... The amount of times the chat starts blowing up and we just get into these sidebars and conversations, you just have fostered such a fun community just to hang out with. I love it. I feel bad because sometimes I'm work lurking and I really, really want to like pop in on the conversation that's happening, but at the same time I'm like, nope, gotta just glance at the prettiness and just enjoy the descriptions and go about my working, or at least pretending to. Only trust read to tour your builds nowadays. Sometimes I'm okay, yeah. Depends on if you want me to stress test the parkour ability, right? Oh, I love this. This is fantastic. Yeah, so I think you're just about to pop on over to Persephonea's Serenity Falls Estate, titled Farmhouse Wedding. I don't know what that's about. Did it go? There we go. Sounds like an insulter to Nord. Nah, I like Nord's tours. There's an element of chaos to Nord's touring that I honestly really adore. Like, I feel like I got a lot of my touring, like what I think of as a good tour. Like, I got a lot of that from watching Nord. just kind of free flow, just kind of like, oh, what's over here? What's over here? Just kind of just take it as it comes. And like every house is so uniquely different that it's hard to have a touring style that's like as consistent as I appreciate from you, Ree. So like I don't know, like I as I watch other people tour houses, I feel like my own style has kind of been influenced by a little bit of everyone. I like it. It's been most of his times in other games. The love for him to tour one of your builds, but you have to create more stuff with no doors to kick in. I've been really enjoying the Palea content lately, though, because that is a game that I really have been wanting to start for the last couple of months and just never got around to it. But the housing there really looks like much better than it did a year ago. Yeah, still lurk for the other content. Yeah, and the hot pot looks more tolerable than Tales of Tribute. Remember those flowers, horses, and carriage? Not sure from where though. Yeah, probably from Rewheel being in here semi recently. I love the confetti horse. All right, let's read the description and then pop on in. Palea has been playing from the start. You should see your plushie tree. Oh, nice, Lord Dwin. Maybe I'll just make an account and without knowing anything about the game, just start touring houses, and just give the most like unhinged, like completely uninformed opinions about all your houses. Because I feel like ESO is the only game where I have informed opinions, and maybe a little bit about Fallout 76. But Palea, I don't know what the system is like. I don't know how you unlock anything, and like if there's an equivalent to like a home goods vendor where there's like basic stuff. I have no idea. So at least for that little fleeting bit where I know nothing about the game, it would be kind of fun to just do some Palea tours sometime. I could totally see that being my justification for at least making an account. Alright, so yes, this is by Persephonea, Serenity Falls Estate, Farmhouse Wedding. Welcome to this charming farmhouse wedding venue, where rustic elegance meets heartfelt celebration. Surrounded by the tranquil nature, guests are invited to savor the wedding feast, explore the lovingly decorated grounds, and witness the ceremony in the barn's cozy attic chapel. As the newlyweds depart in their horse-drawn carriage, don't forget to snap a photo and leave your best wishes on the picture wall, a keepsake of memories made. Aw, that's adorable. That's how it is with your significant other. You make them look at houses like, look, they made this out of this. It's like, oh, very I know, right? Like, so many times when I'm showing things to Mrs. Tarask, I, like, just show her a, just a still frame and be like, you'll never guess how they made this. And then I'll, like, bust out the inspection mode and be like, look at this. Asterial, welcome back. I will not contain myself. I'm so hyped that you're back. Yeah, thank you so much for keeping my tab going as I just ramble on. And we have Rewheel. So, yeah, let's give another... Yeah, Asterial, I don't know if you know Rewheel, but another amazing housing streamer. So, yeah, please go follow Rewheel. Oh, I must wait another hour before... Okay, so do that manually. Yeah, you see their name in chat. Go follow that person. If you're lurking, y'all are always welcome to just do that. See something fun. Relax, yeah, and you have such a fun voice to like just relax and chill to. It's like honestly just yeah, and when you call things out, it just gives me the motivation to just kind of drop and be like, oh look, you always pick good moments to just kind of sit and focus on for a little bit, and we can all stare and appreciate. Oh, thank you so much, Crimson. That sneaky little pseudo shout out. All right. So this is a farmhouse wedding venue by Persephonea. And for anyone who does not know the deal here, we are on night 5 of touring home goods only contest entries with the real Endgame. So everything you see here is either a thing you can buy at the home goods vendor, or it can be craftable only if it has common in the name, or if it's a collectible, like a pet or a painting that you get from ESO Plus, or as we see here, the like the coffers that have just been like the storage coffers have been used just for the front little bit of this carriage. Love that. All right. Also, why am I not immediately recognizing? Is that? That is the underside of the Leowin window box. I really never appreciated this as just its own wooden piece. that doesn't have flowers attached to it until this contest. Like, there are some very commonly used things that I'm seeing recontextualized like never before. Because when you have such a limited toolkit, you make do with what you got, and what they have is a window box for that nice big chunk of wood for the front of this carriage. And then we've got the common post flagpole, so it counts as... Oh yeah, it has to be either a green or a white craftable common. But yeah, those are valid. Rose, welcome in! How you doing? Yeah, this whole carriage cobble is really something. Also, the round bits in with the metal plate bits are the undersides of busts, just to break up the texture a little bit. And we've got the wagon wheels you get from Northern Elsewhere. The red is from those carpets you can get in Leowin. Ooh, the top is the solstice vines. Love that. And the front is my favorite slidey stick fence. You got the doors made out... Look at that door. That is the scavenged Markarth metal plate. But also the handle is the dwarven broom. You can kind of see the bristles there, but like it totally reads as a handle just from the shape of it. Love that. Has to have common in their English name. Yep. Feel like we need to challenge designers more if this is the result. Right? Like, I talk so much about the housing meta, and I never mean it in, like, a bad way. Like, I never mean it like there are cliches or anything. Like, you figure out what works, and, it becomes, like, a common trick. Like, you just learn all these little tricks that designers have discovered, and we just, like, build on each other's experience. But then you get into something like this, where our normal meta, our normal toolkit is non-existence. It's almost like vengeance mode for housing. Like, we are just so, like, lost in the shuffle of, like, okay, what else is possible that we never really thought of before? Next contest, only use sticks. Right? I should do a contest, like, only use sliding things. The only things you're allowed to use have a sliding hitbox. Go. Make me a slide. Make me a pinball machine. Make me a Plinko or a skee ball or something. And I could probably... That would be a good excuse, actually, for me to figure out every single item that does have a sliding hitbox, and to just make that the official list of things that are allowed. I think housing against the TOS should be the next... Yeah, we have floated that a few times. I like that, Salvus. Yeah, like making... Specifically, like, make the Ouroboros from, from the logo. It'd be cool. Pretty sure the tutorial video for this contest had a dragon or something made of crate. Right? Yeah. I mean, we see so many amazing creature cobbles. Wait, did what get moderated? Did I miss something? But yeah, we see so many cool creature cobbles just in regular contests that are made entirely out of boulders. So it's not that far-fetched that at a home goods contest you can really get away with some fantastic creature cobbles. Slides across Tamriel. I love that. Oh man, yeah. Make me a slide. Alright, love this little wheelbarrow carrying the dug-up desert flower, because I like how this flower thing is kind of unique in that it has this very bulbous underside, so it makes sense to stick this in a wheelbarrow and have it be like a some fresh flowers being taken to the site. Kitsune was like the first out the door with that awesome mushroom house, and then even more awesome ones making us all look like right. Lord Dwen, need to rob a bank. I'm going broke on a new mega structure. Oh, Lord Dwen, I'm going to be right there with you, because I am so hyped to make the House of Hope from Baldur's Gate 3, but it's going to take so many Necrom structures and the Imperial Stairs that I can only buy with Telvar. I need so many of them. I guess now would be a good time to go farm some Telvar with the event going on. Oh yeah, how's everyone liking the event? Like, you doing some PvP? You sticking out of it? You just popping in to get your event tickets and popping out? How's that going? I know, like, Mayhem is always just kind of scattershot, but for those who've been around a while, you kind of just know what your game plan is going in. Oh, wow. Oh, lizard. I love that lizard. I love the tall grass that's being planted all around the water. Make this a little more serene in the Serenity Falls. Lots of vibrant trees. We really did... Each of the events, one each, don't participate with, like, any of them. Yeah, that's fair. At a certain point, it does kind of feel chore-ish. But, if you really want that Dwemer mount, I mean, there's no other way to get it other than do some events. What was that? Mercy stopped talking to you after you helped her with her last build. Cost her so much cold. Oh. Woof. Let's see. Thanks to other players, you finally learned how to do a chill. One arena IC quest, one scouting mission prep for net. Yeah, honestly, I prefer Arboretum. I know it's open and a little scary with all the gankers, but killing Daedroth and Flame Atros takes like no time at all. So I just run around just burning mobs like I would anyway, and before I know it, the Arboretum quest is done. And then if I feel like doing a second one, it usually is Arena. And NA, you're safe with your max tune, but EU, your baby tune's getting whomped. Oh yeah, I haven't even thought about doing the event on my EU tune. Game plan was getting the quest done before the event and just turning in one per day. I mean, that works if you really, really don't like it. Subscribe to Chris Philosophy, cosmetics don't matter. I mean, that's true, but here's the thing. There are cosmetics that you wear on your character, but there are pets and there are mounts. And as you might see from this contest, pets and mounts can exist outside of their normal functionality, outside like of being just a horsey. You see how this horse is pooping confetti? You can hide the horse in a wall. If you just want to have confetti coming from a ceiling, just stick that horse right in the ceiling, and boom. Because I know this horse came from what, Golden Pursuits, or oh no, it came from, this is the cake slice one, right? So you had to do like a certain number of Jubilee things, I believe, to get that horse. So yeah, if you don't like riding that horse, that's one thing. But if you need just free confetti, you gotta get that horse. So I mean, housing is a prison, is what I'm saying. Have been taking notes for future contests. One thing is for sure, you guys learn to get creative with just home goods. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking the most home goods adjacent idea that I have right now is my anti-ethel build that I want to do in Stay Moist. But I know at the end of the day, I'll want more than just home goods. So I'm torn between saving that for a home goods contest or just doing it with the full palette. I don't know. Let's see, do the 12 Imperials or the 4 Geodes, the high Magicka Knight. Yeah. Yeah, if you just go in stealthy, that definitely works. Let's leave both your accounts AFK in the AD tower in the state. Oh, right, you can just AFK there, right? I may have dropped an Atro or two on the tower in my day, not really realizing that that's what people were doing. I just... Because I've been sniped... I've had people like snipe me from the tower before, and I feel like if people are camping there, like that's what they wanted to do. And then I realized, oh, there's some trickery afoot where they can actually farm the quest that way without leaving the tower. So I've stopped dropping Actros on the spawn point. It creds as the others murk guys below. Don't know if that's confed. I mean, it's coming out of interesting places on the horse. I don't even know like where it's implied to be coming out, but if you yeah, as you're riding it, it definitely looks like it's farting glitter. Yeah, the bear glimmering on the sea. Yeah, I love the coral bear for that. Sparkle bear, amazing, amazing mount. Make a build that matches the home's default name. Oh yeah, like my Boulder Tree Refuge. Or my Twin Arches. Holy crap, yeah, that's a great idea for a contest. If you have a house that you're just, you have no plans for, like, imagine that. Like, how would you do Cliffshade? Because Cliffshade is all indoors, but you could probably reskin it to be like an actual canyon or something. May have been killed by my Atro. I haven't done it in a while, Moonpile, but I think I have seen you in Imperial City once or twice. Yeah, Cliffshade. Stay Moist. You could do an underwater Stay Moist. Okay, I really like this idea all of a sudden. That would be so much literal housing. Fair winds, you could just have a bunch of statues farting or something. I don't know. I hate that that's always where my brain goes, but it's where it's gonna go. Oh, okay. Back to the tour. I just adore the curtain with the Fargrave curtains there. That wind ain't fair. Yeah, foul winds. And then the door handles with the Dwarven Broom is very, very cute. Okay, we have lovely little stick fences there. I love that we are, in the next patch, getting the curved version of the stick fence. Of all the things they could have added, I appreciate that little extra variance. Yeah, lots of gorse. Love this arch. It's not a wedding without a big, fantastical flower arch. And yeah, making horseshoe hedges and then adding all that gorse into it. Beautiful. Got the Fargrave pennants up there. Got the Dark Elf lanterns you get from Deshawn. Really good. And this is just a lovely wedding venue. I've always said Serenity Falls' courtyard is just such a relaxing venue for like meditation gardens and outdoor weddings. Like I really, really don't like the interior, like at all. But the things people do with the courtyard is just amazing. I love this bridge. I really wish we could just get this bridge as its own asset. Love the slippery bit about the Solitude fences, right? Yeah. Yeah, for me, I usually use them as guardrails on my slides, just because I think the shed roofs look a little bit slidier. But in a home goods contest, my only real options for slides would be the stick fences and the Fargrave canopies. So maybe I would do a slide in a home goods contest, just see what kinds of things could be done with just that as the toolkit. All the red flowers kind of makes it look like an old school red barn. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, using the barn. Honestly, I like the barn better than the house that's been hidden off that way. Oh, man, I love what they've done to fancy up the little creek a bit, too. Got all the daylilies in there, got some spiky plants, got some lily pads. That's all been added. And then the beach grass from Solstice looks really nice. Oh, hey, that canopy I was just talking about is also slidey. And we have these lovely new square blocks that you can get in Alakir and Hughesbane. I like how they're not perfectly centered either. Like they look realistically like some of them have been sunken into the soil a little bit more than others. That's cute. I got the shell up. I like how they added the janky table to give these legs and make them look like full-on sofas. Little shell. Oh, it's like the photo. This has to be like the photo spot, right? I see it now. And I wonder if Isabel's the photographer. Supposed to look up when the... Let's see. Very biased, maybe Sucker for Orsimer? Yeah, I love orcish stuff so much. Supposed to look those up when we showed them. Gotta buy them now before even... Yeah, definitely. Oh, this is a fun little bouquet here. That's multiple different kinds of flowers in this basket. Got the desert thorns from Northern Elsewhere. Got the yucca. I think the little blades are also from the yucca too. Really, really cute little flower cobble there. And the table is a crate lid plus the rough little tea table to make a slightly larger table out of home goods. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, those legs there are actually part of a table, and it's called Common Table Slanted. And I've just, throughout this whole contest, I've been calling it the janky table, because I mean, look at it. It's so unfortunate looking, but because it's like a great source of legs and it's an interesting shape, let's say, you can sink it down and make it like a beach bed. It's just such a cute little... It looks like someone went to IKEA and somehow ended up with about half the bits that they needed to make a table, but they just kind of persevered. Amazing base for a kit. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's so many things that can be done with this wood texture here. Like, I've seen this as doors. It's a perfect, like, little door shape and size. And the legs are kind of cool, like how they have those little, those embellishments down there. It's really just a fun piece. I never really gave it much credit before, and I apologize to the janky table for not seeing the potential there. Love the pennants. It's just all these vines, solstice vines up and down. Got the ginkgo trees. Beautiful, just raining down petals. For anyone who doesn't know, this is probably the only home goods piece that rains down particle effects quite like that. And it's just beautiful what can be done there. And fun fact, these petals do not obey gravity. They just go in whatever direction they're pointed. So if you need bubbles for an underwater build, you can totally flip the trees upside down and have the petals fall up to make them into bubbles. Because honestly, they look, when you get really close to them, they don't look like very petal-shaped. They're honestly just kind of bubbly. So you can absolutely just flip a tree upside down and use them as bubbles for your aquarium if you want. Oh, look at this arch. Oh, that is so fancy. I like how they even did like individual little stripes of these butterweed flowers. Stacked a few of the big, what are those, hostas? Goldenrod. Wait, no. Hosta orange. There we go. I forgot that was a home good. Beautiful. Such love for rustic furnishing, right? Yeah, I have been totally transformed in my perspective of some of these common things that I never really saw much of, let alone thought of before. Love the reclaimed wood platform there, along with the weathered dock you get from Reaper's March. And this lovely round Leonin carpet out here. Looks like Ember is the groundskeeper here. She's the one moving all the shrubbery around with her. Eggy, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you so much for that Koshek emote. I love that Koshek emote. Mad props to Tack for making that. I'm so grateful for that. We're gonna go follow Saran Takui, who made that adorable emote of my cat. Oh, I just did shout out. Super handsome emote. Mrs. T, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, Tack made that. Ooh, freaking cute. I love it. And yeah, if you ever hear a cat just screaming in the background, that is Koshek, my eldest boy. And yeah, he looks very much like that. Just a tuxedo kitty. Yeah, he also looks like the the vibrating intensely cat that Eggy is showing for us. This is gorgeous, Mrs. T. Oh man, there have been so many amazing landscape features in this contest. This is by Persephone in Serenity Falls, and it is a wedding venue. So they basically hid the whole actual house, and they focused mostly on the barn, because the barn is honestly more appealing to me than the house itself. What you can do in this barn is just so freaking cute. We got Bragus the bouncer here, just kind of taking your invite. I like how when he pulls out his cards, like it can imply like all kinds of things. Like they could be Tales of Tribute cards, they could be tickets. I use them as a ticket taker for my carnival as well. And here he's probably collecting the invites or bribes. It's like, oh, you don't have an invite? Well, I'm just gonna like flash this coin meaningfully, and maybe you can get it anyway. Also like the singing wall as we approach. Probably the only collectible furnishing I can think of that makes sound like that. Ninja throwing star cards, right? Yeah. Or what, like Gambit? Can you imagine Bragas with Gambit's accent? Takes care of all the presents. Yeah, that could be. Oh, how have I never thought of this? This is a bust of the Stonekeeper you get from Frostvault. I have used this as the base of a blender before, and somehow I thought of that before I thought of using it as a vase. So what we have here is Stonekeeper, the bust, and then as a base they flipped over another bust to have a little, make it a little more stable, and they stuck some flowers in it, and now it's just a very pretty brassy vase. Love that. And then we have more upside down busts to hold the candles. We have Monkey Fan just on the table. Someone has misplaced their Monkey Fan. We got the common place settings, one of the few place setting, like full-on place setting things we have available to us in this contest. Got the rough little stools. Oh, what a feast table. I love this. And the trellis, like we saw in the last house too, using the scavenged gratings to make a custom pergola. And sticking those solstice vines. Everyone loves those solstice vines now. Love this. I'm just kind of walking on all the food. Like this too, a little centerpiece there. Nice choice of centerpieces. Got some communal soup. Again, nice use of the collectible slot with the mounted trophy head. Just flip that around, makes yourself a nice little wooden platter. Oh, wow. And they've covered up some of the arid boulders that we find in Reaper's March with some much more lush hedges. Lots of hedges everywhere, and it's a good way to block off the space too, so people aren't inclined to wander too much. So glad you're not the only one hopping on paper. Sometimes it's the only way, Reed, to to get the right perspective for what you're doing, right? You gotta mosey. You gotta mosey and show off the angles. Like, yeah, you can do first person, but sometimes I want to zoom out and have like a drone's eye view of what's going on here. Did I wash your boot? Did I wash my boot before getting it? Probably not. Yeah, they're gonna need to mop up and start over. Hope Isabel body slams me. Oh yeah, she's coming this way. She's walking with purpose to stop me from washing on the. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much a bath can do. I am an orc. I like this too. The sideways planters. That honestly looks pretty cool like that. It is very lush. I love it. Love the falling petals, the willows. This is cool too, like how the more watery trees have been placed by the water, and then the more terrestrial, I don't know what you call like a non-water tree, like the thicker trunks and stuff have been placed farther away. Always do first person. This one you did jump in the water before you hopped on the table. There was a snoot to... Was it the lizard snoot? I saw that lizard snoot, and then I immediately forgot about it. He's so cute. This guy. Yeah, I want to boot that snoot too. What's up, bud? He's a cute little guy. He's a little wiggly, but he's cute little feets. Yeah, Ree always does first person, which I adore. It really just makes you feel immersed in the space. And then my approach is more like zoom out, like as if, yeah, I kind of want to see how the builder saw it, if that makes sense. So like when I zoom way out, like I imagine like that's how a lot of people do their big like landscape and structural decorating, and I just kind of want to put myself in their shoes and see why they made the decisions that they did. There's a squirrel in the... Oh, there is a squirrel in the tree, isn't there? Wait, which tree? There's a... Yeah, saying tree does not narrow it down. Now I'm looking for a squirrel. I am on the lookout for a squirrel. Are the shells seats? Yeah, I think this is like the photo station. If I had to guess, like, I think this is where like the different wedding parties will sit and have their picture taken. Or a teacup ride. Oh, man. Oh, now I want to do like a mermaid carnival. That'd be fun. Actually, I was thinking in the Bismuth steam baths, I wanted to cobble a giant Little Mermaid and use these as the shell bra to kind of give you an idea of like how big I want to make this mermaid, and then use like maybe the backs of the Oakfather head for the, or no, use the front of the one druidic statue head for her face, and just kind of like go off of that. Use the hands, the druid hands. I think that could be a really fun... it's a willow very close to... Oh, there he is! Thank you. Oh, I almost missed you, buddy. Me. Little twitchy nose. Quick IA question. Oh, welcome in, Revy. If you run through the first big boss, can you hit the resetting thingy at the entrance and start back over? Yeah. You have to leave the instance and come back. But, yeah, you can absolutely do that if you want. I would say, depending on what you're farming, it is worth it to do at least to Arc 2, because otherwise you don't get Marauders, and the gear drops are different depending on if you're on an odd or an even Arc. So if you are farming for gear, you kind of have to make it to Arc 2. Always ask to use third, because you can see so much more of the composition at once. Yeah, I tend to bounce back and forth. Like, if I'm looking really in-depth at a cobble, or just at a pet, because I think a pet is cute, I'll pop into first person. But otherwise, I just kind of like imagine there's a drone or a Lakitu behind me just with a camera. I just really want to just take it all in. Drops change on even... Yes, Crimson. And that is true of most arenas, actually. Maelstrom, Dragonstar, I think. Just need the mats for some stuff in the story. Fair enough. Yeah, if you don't need anything specific drop-wise. But I would say, like, at least making it to a Marauder in Art 2 could be a decent farming loop as well. See a lot of people rotating cam in first person and missing a lot. Yeah, I find myself missing a lot in first person too, and so I really appreciate the people who are good at first person tours, like Rewheel for certain, and Nord as well. Nord tends to stick to first person, just get the full like immersion and panning going. But I have this like crippling fear of missing something, so when I like go into drone mode, it's a lot easier for me to make sure I don't miss anything. And even then, I miss things. I really, really don't want to. I like this too. This fence out of the reclaimed wood bridges, nice rustic fence holding back the hedges there. The raining petals. I like this planter situation too, with the stick fences and all these teeny tiny little bits. Got the blue flowers, got the butterweed flowers, the sunbird flowers, and this teeny tiny little Eleanor ginkgo. Really cool barn. All right, I think we've seen the yard pretty thoroughly, and the feasting table. Really cool venue. All right, let's see what is in here. Orden, welcome in. Been honored to be invited to judge a house. Oh, that's awesome. Any hints or tips for newer judges? Yeah, I can only speak from my own experience, but and I don't want to miss it though. Oh my god, I actually have a. Y'all know how my BRB screens have been horrendous mashups lately. I have one for that, so I will probably be putting that in the rotation at some point. Yeah, everyone go follow Orden. So yeah, speaking from my own experience, I would say if you're streaming entries, do that independent of your judging. I know that's not every judge's style, but I find it so much more relaxing to just vibe with chat and wander around and like not be paranoid I'm gonna miss things if I just take this as its own thing, like get first impressions on stream and then go back and like really just dig through off stream on your own time. If you really want to just parse and be objective and be in a judging mindset, like I have to encapsulate that as its own thing, um, because otherwise I don't know how I would do it. I wouldn't be able to juggle it any other way. Other than that, I mean, just follow the rubric you're given, and don't be afraid to bounce back and forth between houses. Like, if you find yourself giving too many, like, 10, 10, 10 early on, it might be worth it to just erase all your scores and go back and kind of, like, recontextualize. Like, I don't know, score on a curve, because, you will, at least from where I'm standing, like, I tend to err on the side of loving every single house, which is great for me personally, but for actually giving meaningful feedback, it's not so great. So I find myself starting out in Paula Abdul mode and then just moseying towards Simon Cowell mode. But I want to make sure it's the same, it's consistent across the board. So if I find myself being too generous early on, I just wipe it and start over. I know that sounds very time consuming, but if you get in a rhythm, it's like I don't know. It goes by quick once you find your rhythm for it. People can get very angry if they think you missed something on stream. Yeah, I do on stream. I miss things. Off stream, I can safely say I miss far fewer things. Like obviously, they're it's not 100% guarantee I'm going to see everything, especially if it's tucked away or if it's not very well lit, which I mean can factor into a score. Unfortunately, if someone misses something because it's just not very easy to find, I mean that's a risk you take, and sometimes it's worth it because if you do make a sneaky and it's a very big payoff, and like people felt like they discovered that on their own, I mean that could be so impactful for a build. It's just it. How much trust do you want to place in your audience is always the juggling act that we have to do as judge or as contestants. Ooh, cookies! I want cookies. I want lots of cookies. Actually, Mrs. Tarasca has been baking up a storm, and I really overindulged in some cookies, and I still want more. Let's see. There's a list in the disc. Oh, thank you, Crimson. Appreciate it. Appreciate that about. Yeah, as a builder, it makes you feel better. Yeah, 100%. It's. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone who's judged a contest has seen some other streams. Like, if they're a streamer judge, they've seen other people stream and judge, hopefully. And if they were ever a contestant, which I have definitely been, like, the common frustrations when you see people just kind of, like, sprint past something that seems obvious to you because you've stared at it for hours. Have your notepad writing things as a nice size comps. You have 14 homes. Nice. Oh, that's a great size to start out with. It can be very daunting when you're given like 60 and they be like, yeah, do it in 2 weeks, please. Especially when you're trying to work in like, I don't know, IRL or even just giving every entry the due that it deserves. You don't want to learn how to bake cookies. It's a power you don't want to be responsible with. You'd pass out if you had 60. They go by so fast, though. And, I mean, when you've seen them on stream and you know, like, what the big impactful bits are, then you can at least, like, really just, run around, get a sense of it, and then go digging for sneaky sneaks and, like, things that are particularly cool or particularly better done than someone else's, maybe. It's so painful when it happens, especially when it's on a VOD and you can't tell. Oh, I know, Crimson. It's the worst. Alright, so we have ads coming up in 20 seconds, so let's take a little break. Ooh, oh, the guest book, I think? I want to say it's a cobbled guest book. Can't really do short fast. You tried and failed for that. You need Lillard. Gets it? Yeah. Do you have to let it linger? Now we're quoting other things. Alright. I love the guests. I love how it's all the companions as guests. We've got Zarethvar, we got Miri, I saw Isabel and Ember outside. Also, the people get mad is not you, just go, yeah, oh. Yeah, those forums can be a silly place. I love Zombie Cat, right? I mean, I love this Zombie Cat, but also Wubin. If you didn't know, Crimson, our former GM, Wubin, who I'm sure you know their builds, well, DDA's former GM, is also a zombie cat. So they were like the OG zombie cat, and I think it's hilarious that we now have a companion who's is an actual zombie cat. Love his house guest outfit too. He's got cute pants. Crafting station, yeah, crafting stations has become the biggest meme. Oh man, I I hadn't found out about that thread until I saw multiple other streamers talking about it, and then I had to like look for. Okay, we got ads. Let's do our little dance. Alright, and we are back. Now it's a party. Now it is a proper wedding reception that we got some music going. Alright, so for anyone just joining us, we are in Persephonea's Serenity Falls estate on PCEU Farmhouse Wedding. Yeah, we just got into the barn that has been used as a wedding venue. We got the guest list, maybe the seating arrangements here. I like the use of the Fargrave paper clutter. The Kunzari tablets up there. And then I'm thinking this is a guest book. We got this common rough bowl cobbled into the upside-down dwarven loaf pan. And then I think that's a Oh, wow. Those are some really fun... Oh, it's a camera! Okay, I'm getting it now. I had to see it from the top. It is a camera. That is so cute. They have cobbled a frickin' camera out of home goods. We got the dwarven loaf pan. We have... Yeah. Look at this photograph. We have the scavenge strut as the top little bit, and we have the dwarven broom as the button. That is beautiful. What a fantastic cobble out of nothing but home goods. Oh, wow. And then we got the sign. So maybe it's like a Polaroid thing where you take your picture, you take a selfie with the Polaroid and you sign it, and then that goes into the wedding album. It's such a cute little idea. Got the solstice vines in and outside the house. I love how flat they are. Like, they're not particular... Like, they still have some depth when you get close, but they're flat enough that you can use them to reskin a wall without having them, like, hang over and be, like, imposing. It's a really nice compromise they've done lately. Got the window boxes there. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Also love just the gold accent on some of these Khajiit houses. Dwemer Instamatic 3000, yeah, exactly. Honestly, wouldn't that be a cool little side quest in, like, in an Elder Scrolls game where you find, like, some kind of Pictobox? Like, I know Zelda does that a lot, where they have, like, a camera mini-quest. That'd be cool to have, like, a screenshot mode that was actually integrated into, like, I don't know, like a spell or a dwarven camera or something. It'd be a fun little departure where you'd have to go find, like, I don't know, find a troll, find a dragon. I bet that's a mod already. That's why we need to challenge y'all more. Constraints. Yeah, constraints make people so freaking creative. Like, I've seen cameras. I've never seen a home goods camera before. I can safely say, Jemmer, welcome in. Oh yeah, we can all find trolls in Elder Scrolls, especially with the Mayhem event going on. Hope you're doing well, Jemmer. Like this is such a beautiful weather control piece. Like they could have just made it a box and said weather control, but they really went all out with the art on it as well and the particles. I do kind of wish it didn't have the fog that you can see through everything, but it's a minor thing. And I've actually seen it used in this contest to its advantage to like kind of replicate what you see on treasure chests out in the world. Love the candles as we go up. Really cozy, romantic little setting here. The implied vase just with an upside down bust. Really neat. Oh, this might be the first time someone has actually done what I've said would be really cool to do with these. To take these Apocrypha, what do you call them, corals? Yeah, Apocrypha tree, teal spiral, and they have like such a ribbony shape to them that they work as party streamers. It's great as a lighting device like the scene. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, this might be the first instance I've seen. I could be wrong. I might have seen this and just not remembered, but using them as party streamers is something I've always thought would be a fantastic thing to do with these Necrom home goods. And then using these whole Apocrypha Spore Street... Yes, Kashek has arrived. Just to pop in and yell, this isn't my normal room either. So he's a little confused, but this is this is acceptable to him. Oh wow, love the planters with the undaunted busts, and they even went the extra mile of not just taking one and stick. Oh no, they did. Never mind. I forgot some of them do actually have the little platform base. It looks great though. Yeah, that is an upside down Maybruga. Got lots of seating. This is the ceremony hall here. Aw, is a zombie getting married? That's so cute. Yeah, I love the implied lighting with the Apocrypha spore trees here. Or I guess not even implied, like they actually do make a green light. Or yeah, it could be officiating. Oh, so cute. We got the How to Scribe book as the Bible. I love that. One of the few actual books. It's like basically this or the Apocrypha tome, if you want an actual book in a home goods thing. And using the Tales of Tribute decks as a little book rest for it. A little plinth. Oh, that's so cute. This is a really versatile piece as well. Did I see the Reddit post about book? No, I didn't. Yeah, give me the deets, Moonpile. I'm curious. Oh, I love the cherry trees stuck in the roof. How the heck did they hide so many tree trunks, just presumably sticking way up out of the roof? Yeah, the base of the dancer statue. That's a great one. Love that. I love all the different statuettes with their different little pedestals. It's such a fun extra clutter bit you can cram into your 110 collectible slots on these bigger houses. Really cool. Also, I like how they filled in the gaps of these windows that are normally just open. They stuck the Solitude stick fences in there. Maybe we shouldn't get excited yet, but apparently Zos responded to asking for books to be their own furnishing category, so we can actually place a... What? What? No, and I just started a library with the limitation firmly in mind already, so I'm going to have to totally rethink how I'm going to do that if we're now opening that up. Love that, though. But, I mean, if they're their own furnishing category, then hopefully it would be more than the 110 collectibles, because we have a lot of books. We have, like, what, 400 readable books? Something like that? Oh, wow, Fiendish, that's a great point. If we did have, like, a buttload of book slots, we could be making very slot-efficient pianos. Might be years away. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Um, Hit a piano with 39 books? Holy crap. That is awesome. But yeah, I would hope that if they ever made a change like that, like a sweeping category change, that they would make it less restrictive. Because I would imagine there are people who already have a readable library with like 400 books. So if they change that into like a collectible size slot where you only get 110, that would make a lot of people real mad. But yeah, if it were just an open, what pets and mounts to get their own cat, right? Yeah, separate that from house guests, and that's just easy money for Zos, right? Like if there's a build you have, um, and you're using all of your NPC slots, but some of them are pets and some of them are NPCs. Like, come on, Zos could be selling twice as many. Yeah, I love how they use the Solitude stick fences as little gap fillers for the windows. Those are the perfect size for that. Just enclose the barn, make it a nice cozy space. Very festive space up here with all the streamers, all the flowers, a little swingy lantern out there. Cute little balcony to come out and announce to all the onlookers that the bride and groom have been married. Oh wow. That is a great use of how tall and peaked this roof is, where like we can't even see the tree trunks that I have to imagine are sticking up through the roof. They've done a great job hiding that with all the ginkgo trees all around, and just the innate tallness of the roof itself. Like there's no angle I can really get to that dispels the illusion. That is wild. beautiful, beautiful home, Persephone. And it really takes advantage. Oh, imagine if we had this railing craftable. I want this in Lux at some point. This is a nice gilded railing that I can't think of in any other place besides this barn in particular. That's really cute. What a festive space, and what a creative use of what is essentially just a barn. Alright, so I'm going to slide down the slide, and then we will be moving on. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, really great courtyard, too. Love the arches. Love the landscaping. Beautiful home. Alright, what is next? We have Reese Lavellian, Sword Singer's Redoubt, Pirari's Outlaw's Refuge. Let's pop on in. Pirari has used all the gold she gets from her 35% cut of buying your stolen goods on developing her very own Outlaw's Refuge. I love this already. Great lore. Hidden below a desert city, deep underground treasures and opportunity awaits. Browse the browse the stalls of the 3 Alfiq for weapons and Dwemer artifacts, or maybe some completely legitimate and not stolen from museums and nobles, art and sculptures from Birodar. While Pirari doesn't launder in the sense of stolen goods, she does in fact run a laundering business, washing and drying your clothes. Oh my god. Which works as the perfect front if confronted by authorities. Go see her. I love that. She doesn't do real laundering, but she does real laundering. Right, the build features a long fall that is required to get to the main portion of the house. You have magic carpet. Turn that off. Yeah, that makes sense. This one is clean. I love that. Thank you, Crimson. Yeah, they could sell us a housing plus. They totally could and would. So clean and fresh. Alright, let us check this. I love the brick. That is a huge slot commitment, but so worth it. So these little chunks of brick here are all the individual Khajiit spikes that you get from, like Khajiit columns spiked that you get from the home goods vendor in Ralka, and nowhere else. And they've committed, what, like 8 just to this front little entrance here, and then filled in the awkward little gaps with the elsewhere pillars. Love that commitment already. And even there, they made a peaked roof with all the, yeah, blocks. Look, okay, for anyone who doesn't know what this looks like innately, let me show you. Assuming I didn't just destroy my UI, and I destroyed my UI. Let's see. Let's reload. Already forgot where we're at, right? Yeah, it's so convincing. It looks just like the start of like so many different Outlaws Refuges. I've seen a couple Outlaws Refuges before, but most of them don't like start exactly like the Zos ones do. That is really impressive how thoroughly they made that. Yeah. Reese did an amazing job. That tunnel in particular. Yeah, so like I was saying, for anyone who doesn't know what these bricks are, these are just Khajiit columns spiked, and I see 26 of them in this entryway. That is incredible. But it is a very nice chunk of brick that we don't have otherwise, and definitely not in a home goods thing, or definitely not any other kind of brick that I can think of in a home goods contest, other than, you know, doing brick yourself, like has also been done here with the rough blocks. Really, really cool. Oh, I love that with the Lady Garrick's Sacred Shield for the steam. Look at that. More blocks ahead before Reese drops. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of my own Sword Singers, and probably a bunch of other Sword Singers, where people, yeah, just want to railroad you straight to the drop, because the drop is the fun bit. Alright, one sec. I'm going to toggle my camera off real quick. we go. Just had a very itchy nose. Sorry about that.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. Oh, look at that. So that void is the Cold Harbor boulders. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, I could have. Actually, the way my capture's set up, I can take screenshots whenever, and I probably should. I'm gonna start doing that. But yeah, that void down there is the Cold Harbor boulders, mixed with the scavenged grate, so we can walk on top of it. And they used Lady Garrick's Sacred Shield for that steam. Dad pins, yeah, lovely, lovely. Yeah, right? Oh, I forgot about dad pins. I need to go back there. That is incredible. Love the use of the weathered dock just for these crossed little planks as buttresses for this tunnel. Look at how many individual blocks have been used just to make this sewer tunnel. Every little chunk of square here is a separate block. Rough block, light stone, dark stone, a couple different shapes and sizes, a little bit of ivy. Like, we haven't gone 10 feet in this house, and we're already just seeing some incredible structural cobbles and slot commitment for sure. Oh, wow. Got little candles lighting our way. Is that? Oh, no, that was just a little bit of mica in the Cold Harbor boulder. I thought that was eyes peering at us for a second. Oh, wow. That buttress, too. That is way more complex than people might think. Because we've got the three elsewhere pillars for that kind of wood, and then the... Whose? This is by Reese Levelian, or Levellin. Yep, Reese Levellin. And yeah, like, look at that. The elsewhere pillars for the square bit, and then diagonally we've got the reclaimed posts, just to make it like an authentic mining buttress. And then they did it again over there. That's incredible. That is really, really cool. Got just a little tiny bit of hanging ivy, just all throughout, and then using... Are these the new solstice boulders? Yes, the vertical sandstone boulders mixed with the horizontal sandstone and the limestone shelves. You can do some really nice caves all of a sudden. And I am terrified to want to go back and retrofit some of my other builds, because I'm just really thinking I need to redo some of my caves with these new sandstone options. But with that comes the possibility of, like, maybe accidentally clipping other things into things that I don't intend to. So it's going to be a labor of love to retrofit some of those boulders in. But I'm here for it. And for any new projects going forward, now we have a really nice boulder to work with. Super, super cool. Oh, wow. All the little bits of leaves. There is just so much attention to detail in here, and we haven't gone very far from the entrance at all, and I'm seeing like just some incredible structures, some incredible landscaping. These little tiny structure cobbles here are just so impressive when you know what they're made out of. Like, I really want to stress just how freaking cool some of these attentions to details really are. You do new builds, leave the old stuff so you can see how far you've come. There are different schools of thought on that, to be sure, Lord Dwen. Like, sometimes I see like them as time capsules, and other times I see them as like bonsai trees or like gardens that I have to tend. So when I see a cool new toy to work with, I go into some of my old builds and I'm like, okay, would this fit here? Would this fit here? And sometimes I free up like 20 slots, and then I could do a whole new cobble in an old build, and it's just so worth it. Having a screenshots of old stuff to... Yeah, it is a little sad when I like fully tear down a build to do something different with the space, so I really should be better about documenting some of my old stuff, to be sure. Get that mining buttress there, too. I love this cobble. What a fantastic... And it's funny, because we have that druidic thing that is essentially this, but in one slot, but we can't use that. So seeing Reese come up with their own solution for that is just really cute to see. Not to mention only so many houses. That is another very good point. So yeah, sometimes I'm a little attached to polishing up my old builds just because I don't want to commit a whole new house to a whole new build. And I don't want to make new accounts and then have to unlock all the achievements. It's a difficult line to walk sometimes. Alright, let's go in the pit. I like how they made like a funnel out of boulders to get us right down where we need to be. Swoosh. For anyone who has built in the cave of their sword singers before, you probably recognize that drop as the drop you made to get to your build like hundreds of times, if you're anything like me. You guys ever think about an old build and want to dismantle it to do something better? You go there and go, oh, but I like exactly Moonpile so many times. So many times. Or even better, like, you think, oh, wow, old me was really on fire with this one, and I don't know if I can top what's already been done here. Some of us are no-lifers, dedicated enough to have multiple accounts, or build a fight club. Yeah, Lord Gwen, I think I saw that one. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look at that. They have bait. They use the rough morsel to have some bait dangling off of the fishing rod. That is such a cute use of that little rough morsel piece. Thought I was the bait? I mean, no, I'm being lured by the bait. I would totally be lured in by that chicken nugget hanging off of the fishing pole. Have builds still up from 2018, 2019, no intention of getting... Yeah, that's a very valid thought, Fiendish. Like, very, very... If you have the houses and they're not, like, doing anything wrong, like, why not? I mean, be proud of them. Show them off. Hey, Sharp. Why am I not surprised to see Sharp right by the fishing setup? Love that. What do we got? Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is so Outlaw's Refuge. Oh, I love how they got to use the planks that were already here and kind of meld them with the Solitude stick fences, the Fargrave canopies. Like, everything that comes with this cave place kind of fits down here. This really is a fantastic space to use for an Outlaw's Refuge. Oh, I love that with Sharp just kind of hanging out with his little fishing setup. Did they add stuff to the water? Maybe not. Yeah, they did. Grass beach cluster. Is that the undersides of those? Oh. Apparently, inspection mode works differently when you're swimming. That's interesting. So yeah, they flipped these beach cluster things upside down. Not a super fan. If Fiendish, you lie. Stop lying. Have Fiendish builds in your EHT and home tour favorites. Yeah. Yeah, Fiendish. Oh man, I love what they did here. Flipping those grass clusters upside down to make little water kelp. Very efficiently, too. Like, there's not that many actually being used here, but it fills up the whole space. That's so cool. We've got some mushrooms in with the corals, got some Apocrypha corals. Very subtly blocking off this part of the cave with the Cold Harbor tree, just using it for the roots. That's really nicely done. Very slick. Got some mushrooms growing out of these old crates. Love that. Nice little touches. Like, it feels very authentic. And some of the things are just so seamless that I really, really want to give them their attention and their due, because you could walk right past and not know that it was intentional. Like this little pile of rubble here, this elsewhere rubble pile ancient stone, and a little bit of bush over there. Just all these teeny tiny little details really just make it feel so seamlessly Outlaw's Refuge. And the upside down weathered dock, just for that little crossbeam. And the laundry hanging across there. Honestly, after that entryway, I'm shocked they have any slots left after that. Got a cute little campfire. Fargrave canopy greeting us here. And there's Sharp. Wow, that blue light from the weather control really lights up his tail scales. Feel kind of silly for not using the sides of the dock for more. Oh yeah, I love it. I used it a lot in my water park because you can There are very few things that look natural, just being braced off of a cliffside. So I really like these for just sticking straight up into cliff faces. If you need a platform on a cliff face, I was thinking actually you have that one build with your armada, right? And that would be a good way to make like a ramp up to the top of that. Can't remember if that's actually what you did or not. I know you did something really slot efficient because you had to spend those slots on a whole bunch of boats. Love that too. The Thoat sword with the mounting bracket hidden very nicely in the janky table. Got the monkey fan. Oh, got all three Alfiq selling their wares. I love how, we've got the two functional Alfiq, and then we have Serene, just drunky McDrunkface over here. This is kind of hanging out, looking like she belongs. Got some wares. Khajiit have ware. Yeah, Alfiq very. They always look like they're up to something. I mean, mostly because they look like cats. Like you can't look like a house cat and not look like you're up to something. Love that. Just the way she sways. So cute. Nice use of collectible slots here. I got it called Serene Non-Functional. Yeah. Alright, one sec. Alright. Like this too. The armory station, just hiding most of it, but keeping the target dummy. Nice use of the collectible slots for some random clutter being sold here. Been so intimidated by sword singers ever since PTS because you feel like you have to use the cool cave for something, but what do you do with a cave that's already so cool? Yeah, right, Moonpile? Honestly, I thought I was going to turn it into a slide for sure. I was so committed to that idea, and then the more I really spent time in the cave, I was like, you know what? I could build a slide anywhere. But this cave with its crystals, like, I really just want to use the innate crystalliness of the cave and just kind of build off of that. And same with the house structure over there with the rooms. Like, now that we have doors that match those archways, you can do some cool things with the house bit. Or you can just use all the top side. There's just so many different directions you can take it. And, I mean, Moonpile, have you seen John Blacksad's Cave of Wonders in here? Because that was a great use of just how cool the cave is as well. They use this whole section for that looked just like out of the movie Aladdin, when he goes to grab the lamp and then he's like jumping over the stepping stones. Yeah, that was amazing. Thought this was gonna look like the Cave of Wonders when they mentioned the 35% cut, right, Crimson? Oh yeah, she seems to be hoarding the good stuff for herself. Oh, that's cute. I like this little multi-cobble here. That's a lot of different collectible furnishings all in one. We've got an upside-down statuette. We've got an undaunted bust. And then we have Hyath. The ever-handy Hyath trophy. Just for his little snake bits. Looks like a lich skull, right? And we have the auger. So, yeah, nice 4-slot, but also 0 slots if you don't consider your collectible slots to be real slots. Really nicely done. Also like the Lewin carpet on the like as a tablecloth for this common bar island. We have Morwa. I've been saying a lot, but upside down Morwa just is a fantastic little tray. Got the nice ESO Plus paintings there. Lots of trophy heads. Nice little taxidermy shop that Birodar seems to be running. Oh, this is cool too. The Vardenfell map plus a Lewin carpet. Super cool. Lots of... I like the angles that they've stuck some of these paintings at too. This really is just mostly home goods. No wonder they have so many slots to work with up at the top just to get us into the place, because down here, like, it's so efficient what they've done with all their home goods and collectibles, sorry. Yeah, like all these collectible slots being put to use. Got That's cute too. Just taking the loaf pan and making a little, I want to say safe box. Just taking one loaf pan and sticking it upside down into a right side up one. Just to make some kind of like treasure box. We've got the witch. What is that mask? Mother Sienna. There we go. Makes a cool little cursed tribal mask. I like this. I like how neatly this fits into the crate too. This celestial drone. Never would have thought you could just jam it so snugly into that crate and have that work like that. Look at that. They made a new table out of two of the tea tables, or three of them actually. Stuck those at angles to each other and made a brand new table out of three separate tables. Glad I zoomed in there. Got Engine Guardian, got some of the Dwemer stuff. Really cool little bit of contraband there. The festive Fargrave pennants, some of the Fargrave curtains. There's Kashak. Yes. Oh, he's telling me I forgot to shut the catio. Oopsie. Well, I'll get to that. And we have Maik. With a goat. Maik is the goat. Oh, this poor little goat. Just in his little cage. That's adorable. Also like the little bit of hay bed clipped in this little gap here. Bucket. Gorgeous. Oh, that's fancy. We have the broken axle Leowin wheels and troughs. We have an upside down trough and a right side up trough merged together to make a custom little minecart, and stick that dwarven plate right on top of there, and boom. The side rails are those sign holders. Fantastic little metal piece we have available. And yeah, that is it, as far as I can tell. Wait, is that something else? There's so many individual pieces to this. I really want to make sure I see every bit of the cobble. Oh, piggy! Oh no, I don't think that's how you roast a pig. That's horrific. I love that setup though. The fishing rod on top of two of the fishing spears. That's cute. Oh, poor piggy. And then, ooh, look at that little. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, but I love the cobble. Just the common bucket mixed with the is that grease maybe? I don't know, but I like it. That common stew. What do you call it? Yep, common bowl of stew plus the common bucket. That's fantastic. Hay bed over here. Is there something in there? I like how these crates, some of these crates have gaps in the slats. And I could have sworn, maybe it's just the light. Maybe I'm seeing things. Really nicely done, though. That poor pig. That is awful. Ooh, got the Merkmeyer calendar. Okay, so this is normally another way into that other side of the cave. So they've covered it up very slickly with the Merkmeyer calendar and Mr. Fannyflower up at the very top. We have the Merkmeyer kiln with the Vulcan scoria working very nicely as some embers. I think I see a Velodreth in there too. And Magma Incarnate? Infernal Guardian, Vulcan scoria. Yeah, multiple fiery trophy heads working as embers in that Merkmeyer kiln. Really pays to just poke your head into everything in here. Like the window boxes along the railings. Maik the murderer. Oh, look at these bar stools. I love that. Upside down and right side up. Sometimes, if you get the angles just right, you can even make these sittable. You can make sittable bar stools if you are ever so careful with the positioning, which I don't think was the intent here, but it is possible. But yeah, I love just the upside down stool plus a right side up stool makes a taller bar stool. You can just sit here, look out over the cave, have your little soup. Really cute. Oh, look at Kunzari. That's a great use of just the top bit of Kunzari's sarcophagus. Love that. Right next to his native elsewhere. Oh, that's lovely. Just isolating one sunflower head to just have a fancy little front of this crate. Really neat. And then this, what is this guy? Kinlord Nempharian makes a cool little jewelry box looking thing if you flip them upside down. Oh, and there's, I always forget this, Jabunker, Bonluk, there we go, as the bouncer. Love that too. Just using this top of a coffer or a chest as a decorative banking element. Wow, you can isolate that very nicely in the retaining walls. Jabunker, yeah. Ooh, he's so imposing. And there's the treasure hoard, and there's Pirari. Yep, there is her 35% cut right there. Very nice. And we got... what else is in here? There we go. Love the garden lantern there. Some extra little statuettes. This is just a fantastic use of so many different collectible bits that we've gotten over the years. This is lovely. Like the little bits of light off of these rough candles too. What candle is this? Yeah, common candle lasting. It's got a nice little wax texture on it. Also like the fancy metal floor here, and Ascendant Lord. The upside down Ascendant Lord I was not expecting. How do they hide that? Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess it's far enough in that they completely hid the Ascendant Lord upside down statue in as this this floor piece that meshes with the limestone walls. Really cool. And then this is the furnishing vault. I knew people were gonna do fun things with the furnishing vault in this contest. There's so many like flat panels to isolate just as decorative elements here. So I like how they just took this top bit and made a fancy little plate for that. And you got the limestone retaining walls, some fancy limestone stairs. I really like him as the muscle for this operation, and like it's just all the Khajiit NPCs. You got Biradar, got some Alfiq, and then Sharp. Sharp is just fishing down there. I don't even know if Sharp is part of the operation or if he just likes fishing down there. Oh wow. Look at this table. That is dwarven brooms for the legs, and then a rough crate lid for the top. That is fancy. I honestly can say I have never seen any of these. Like, so many of these cobbles are brand new to me, just with these home goods things, and I have not seen the dwarven brooms used quite like table legs like that. Sharp is totally not a hired assassin, right? Yeah. Actually, really hard to get in here. There we go. Trying to see if there's anything else stuck in there. Is that a tribute? This looks like it's been... maybe not. No, I'm seeing things. And then I like the... wow, that door that you get from Zenithar's Abbey, that fits really nicely into that archway. That's a really fancy... so the implication being that there's even more treasure behind that, I'm assuming. Really, really cool. Yeah, and there is her ledger using the Kunzari tablets, just clipped into the table, so you have like just a paper-sized thickness coming out there. It looks really nice as a ledger. The Blackwood tapestry, really nice, and I like how they blocked this off and made it all look very consistent with the rustic planks and everything. Super, super cool. I have to imagine, given the slot commitments of some of these cobbles, that's got to be it. But I very much look forward to revisiting this one and seeing if I missed any sneaky, thiefy things. Really cool. Alright. Let's mosey on over. We have Rillis XXL, PCEU, Moonsugar Meadow, Garden Park. This is where the Altmer gardener lives. Let's pop on over. I'm going to take a very quick little BRB. One moment. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, my allergies are just kicking my butt today. Tell you this, your pity was laying on the boxer's haunch. Oh, she was dreaming and started kicking, which caused his head to start bouncing violently as Javant lick her belly. Your dogs are silly. And oh man, I actually just took a picture of Bento and Lex cuddling out in the sunroom, and they were positioned kind of like what you were describing. I'll have to post that on the Discord. I thought it was a really cute picture, though. Right, Topiary Park. Oh, oh wow. What a great concept for a Moonsugar Meadow. That was an odd yeah, that is the goal here, Asterial. So I've decided I don't like pre-rolls, and I don't want people who've subbed to feel like they're not getting anything when I do BRBs for the ad breaks that I have to do. So my compromise is to give you the absolute most unhinged matchups that I can find. Some of them will be catchy, some of them will be horrific, so you're never going to know what you're going to get. But I have a very large catalog of ones to choose from right now, so you're in for some interesting times. Ooh, I like that with the pebble borders. Just has this archway. Life is like Life is like a mop? Wait, are you saying... You're making a Neil Cicerga reference. Oh, box of chocolate. Oh, that's right. I don't know why that didn't click. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. Kind of a normal... Right? Yeah, I mean, what are mashups except for musical cobbles, right? We are a cobble channel here. Love that. The pebble borders, never thought of those as like just being arch things to hold up lanterns. That is really, really creative. We got the topiary arch there, got the cypress trees, lots of different colors of cypress trees. This is fancy. Look at that topiary. That is like a whole bunch of hedges arranged into a sphere, and then using tree trunks to just make it all... It's a bird topiary! Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I only saw it from the back and didn't realize there was an intended shape here. Look at that. You got the twisty one for the beak, got campfires for the eyes. He's got a cherry blossom tuft. That is too freaking cute. How the heck? Yeah, we've got the overgrown hedges. Right, Crimson? I feel like I'm going to be doing that too at some point. Love that. And we get these like teeny tiny little cedars for the sticky outy bits of this bird shape. Just finished the Ascendant quest to start the Peace Stalks. Oh yeah, you're gonna be real disappointed and got your time in on Xbox today. Nice. Wait, do you play on both servers? Wow. I don't think I realized that, Asterial. Nice. What is your main platform? Like, I thought it was PC, but now I'm second guessing myself there. Yeah, love all these acacia trees in with the moon sugar. Look at the hands, just making little hearts. Oh my goodness, this is just whimsical as hell and very nicely executed. That's so cute. Alright, what do we have coming up? Love the pebble borders, the mix of cypresses here. Got a little star, looks like, a little asterisk. Or is it something else? I think there might be like an intentional shape to the Westfield shrub here. Maybe not. Maybe it's... Oh, it's a flower. I think it's just a flower, right? That's really cute. And that big one just kind of looms back there. Oh, it's a puppy! Look at the puppy and the snack right behind it. Trying to unlock gifting on Xbox since you'd not been on it over 2 years. Oh, wow. Have to get it on Xbox daily so you can unlock gifting as your son wants to play and you've got a ton of crowns. Oh, that's so sweet, Asterial. Oh man, is your son planning on doing some housing then? That's exciting. Or just getting the utility stuff like a banker or a merchant. Because either way, really awesome that you do that for him. Son will want to be in Cyrodiil because all he wants to do is kill. Yeah, I mean, it seems like every piece of content can be a gateway to a different piece of content. Like, right? Like, you like PvP, maybe you unlock some stuff, maybe you get really into PvE because you have to farm gear sets you need in PvP. Had that Marauder down to 1% when a Dingbat Fabled guy... Oh, I hate that. Oh, those Fabled are the worst. When they start channeling, like, insta-kill stuff, all your wife does is BGs, you're totally not worried. I've been really enjoying BGs. In spite of my main build that I've been using for years getting nerfed, it just inspired me to roll with it and find some new gear sets to try out, and I'm really liking Mechanical Acuity. Winnie, welcome in! Yeah, this is by Rillis XXL on PCEU in Moonsugar Meadow, and it is a full-on topiary park. So, like, there are some absolutely stunning views everywhere you look in here. You got the deer, you got the heart hands, got this cute little doggo. Oh, he's even got like a little collar. This is wonderful. Look at his nose is a boulder too. Oh man. Sick. You do that side quest in there just so you can stock up on mystery transforms. Nice. Yeah, I always forget you can activate those while Marauder is about to pop in. Like, I don't think I've ever actually used that, and I really should. Right? The hard hands are so freaking cute, and they're a wonderful focal point from like anywhere you are in this build that I can see. They're just like, aw, so freaking cute and happy. Yeah, the deer staring it down with the lamp eyes. It kind of reminds me of like a, I don't know, like some mythological Wendigo creature or something. I don't know. Okay, now it's cute. Now that I see it from the side, it's cute again. When you see it from the front, it's like giving Hircine. And then from the side, it's giving like Chopper from One Piece. Oh, these are such a creative little street lamp cobble too. The stone arches. Also like the implied benches just with the retaining walls. Really cute. Ooh, we can get even closer to the dog. Look at his paws. He's kind of like got a Sphinx look about him. Like if a dog were a Sphinx. That's adorable. Oh, it's a bone! Look at that! I didn't even see that from the approach. He's got a bone. He's got his tail all up and happy. You can even climb this thing if you want. Oh, I love the snack. Look at that. His yellow eye with the mushroom. And then, it's a bone. If you're doing it for your kid, he's your kid. He's kind of on the list of things. Yeah, exactly, Asterial. Yeah, and I mean, it's a game that you both enjoy, so why not? Give you something to bond over. That's fantastic. Irony is one of those transformations is what ruined your last run. Turn their range. Oh, the werewolf sucks. Yeah, it feels like the werewolf is a crit fail on the mystery transform because like there's no good healing and yeah, I hate being the werewolf. Even in Chaos Ball, it's my least favorite transform. Yeah, I love the mushroom as the yellow eyeball and then the rough blocks for his pupil. Yeah, werewolf is decent early on, and then it falls off really hard. I don't understand why Zos likes to give us transformations that turn your build off. Like, I made my build with a purpose. I mean, that's the point of an RPG. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not putting my trust in Zos to give me something better than what I built for. But the other ones really enhance it. The Lich and the Fire guy and the Ice guy. Like, I love all those, but the Werewolf is just, oof. Werewolf's still better than trying to play a Vamp with Vamp still. I mean, yeah. Though, honestly, with a decent Blood for Blood build, you can do decent, but you have to be in melee range, is the thing. I love this. Look, it's a pyramid, and they gave it candles and camels and sawdust sand. That is so freaking cute. Look at that. Oh, got a topiary pyramid and a whole like wraparound desert landscape as you go on. That is gorgeous. Just realized you lied. Can't sit in this office and look at screens anymore. Your vacay ended on. Oh man, gotta go back to work on Monday. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks so much for hopping in. Really appreciate you. Yeah. Have a great evening too, Asterial. Really, always love seeing you here. This is wonderful. Just a wraparound pyramid, the whole desert landscape that also, like, instead of using sandy boulders, which they absolutely could have, they chose to make it fit with the more lush topiary theme and use the sawdust. I like that. That was a really unique and fun choice, and it's got a really good dune shape to it too. Really, really cool. Get another look at the snick here. I love its tongue with the vines. That is adorable. And I think I saw a ship over... Oh, wow. Yeah, I really like how these heart hands are the centerpiece of it all, just to give you some central focal point. Oh, can you go in here? A little shaded sitting area over here. Oh, wow. I like that with tremor scale. That's really cute. It's a peacock kind of thing. If they cobbled a middle finger, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Like, make a hedge golem and just have him flip you the bird. Look at that peacock with all the Apocrypha succulents. I like how it's, like, mostly hedge cobbles, but then some very well-chosen, colorful bits, too. Oh, that's incredible. Look at the plumage, the different colors of Apocrypha succulents, and then the tremor scale trophy being the closest approximation of a giant beak that we have. You get what sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather. Oh no. I can't even begin to guess. What was a little grass tuft here too? Oh god, get out! Literally, get out. Have a great night, Asterial. Really appreciate you. Oh man, all the glowy eyeballs on the creature cobbles are so imposing. Is that an owl? What is this, a cat? It's a cat, I think. Maybe. That's the owl. Look at that. common lanterns as their glowy eyeballs. Got the fluffy eyelashes with the ferns. Bread in this game. Oh yeah, we're still not over the loafers. Is fern tufts. They really did a great job with the non-hedge bits of some of these. Like, the hedge shapes alone are very impressive. But the little accents they added to them to still make them look like topiaries. But, like, you know, topiaries with extra decorative bits. Like, I love the mushrooms for the sclera, and then the boulders for the pupils. Really cool. Cute little cat. Little mushroom guy. His mushroom hat. And the cookie dough mushroom for the nose. Very cute. That's even, what, buttercake stacks for his lips? Poison packs clusters. There we go. So cute. So, what, a cornucopia? Yeah, stuff it in the cornucopia! I love that. Look at that. Yeah, full-on cornucopia spilling out all kinds of colors. Got the treasure hoard there. Got a veritable rainbow feast here. Got the reds, got the oranges. Moving our way up to yellows and purples. Beautiful. Treasure hoard, stuff it in the cornucopia. Sunflowers, stuff it in the cornucopia. We got the bun. Or wait, is this a bunny or a deer? Now I'm thinking. No, it's still a deer. Definitely a deer with those antlers. Oh, we got ads. Oh. BRB. Alright, we are back. Aw, Fiendish, you didn't like Roller Closer? Because there's worse. Or, oh, the Maryland, oh, right, ribs. I forgot about ribs. Nah, ribs is a whole vibe. And the best thing about it is the more you listen to it, if you ever actually do hear Everybody Wants to Rule the World, you just start humming, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Totally ruined the beautiful people. Ah, nah. I think it enhanced it. I just love how they found, like, 4 songs that all have that kind of... I don't even know what you call that kind of, like, drum progression, but it was such a, like, fun mashup of 4 songs that all have that kind of, like, swingy drum kind of thing. But yeah, Daft Punk goes with everything, thankfully. This is just cherry trees over here. This really takes advantage of the meadowiness of Moonsugar Meadow. Eiffel Tower, aww. That is so well done. Like, that shape. We got the horseshoe arches there. And then we've got the smaller horseshoe arches for that bit. And then we get the spire. That is really, really cool. Ooh la la. Here we have swans. Let's see if there's an actual path. Oh yeah, we go under the Eiffel Tower and we can see the swans out here. Gorgeous. Oh, I love how their beaks are those tall red cypresses. Oh, that's cute. Oh, the wings are so much more complex than I thought at first glance. Got a bunch of different hedges just clipping at all the right angles to say wings. It's so cool. A little bit of Apocrypha coral down in there just to make the water more interesting. Really, really nicely done. Oh man. Could have sworn there was a boat. Somehow missed. Oh, there's a lady over there. I think. Some kind of person. I love how long the snake is. Oh! I can even climb the snake a little bit. Oh, that's cute. And there's Puppy Sphinx. Just gonna get my bearings again. There's the ship. Alright, we have a dude just kind of chilling. Love that. What a pose. That is a really nice pose. That is really cool. Just hanging out, watching the ships as they go sailing. Love the sail made out of ivy. Oh, this is fantastic. Get the prow made of a cypress. The multiple decks, really nicely done. I adore it. What a fantastic use of like the whole space of Moonsugar Meadow, just to make it feel like a park that you would go and just kind of wander and enjoy the topiaries. This bone though, it is too cute. Hearts, very nicely done by Rillis XXL. Just a little jog around, make sure I've seen every little bit of things that there are to see in this park. There's little side bits too, the bits of color. Oh yeah, we were saying what? We're not sure if it's a moose or a deer. I'm thinking, yeah, probably moose now that I see the shape of the antlers. This cute little boulder nose. Something over here too. What is that? It's a raft! Or like a little mini boat that's tied to the shore. Is that just an upside down tree? That's so creative. That is a sapling, tall highland, just for a an organic mooring post. And that is a water wheel. That is a full-on mill with a water wheel topiary. Oh wow! I never really thought about the potential of just doing this many different kinds of topiary cobbles. That is fantastic. Love that. Built right out on the water with the waterfall going. Let's see if I can get a closer look. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I kind of want to just swim closer. And that is a rough post for the hub. All the spokes are topiaries, or not a rough post, a barnacle post. We got like an actual foundation with the reclaimed wood platforms. So many little considerations in here. Really, really nice. Ooh. Oh wait, are we supposed to go up here? Probably not, but oh wow. I like that they even added a window made of the prairie fire. And add some flowers on this side. Really cute. And the roof, just all the horseshoe-shaped ones. It's so cute. Alright, now I think I've seen it all. But I've been wrong before, so we'll do a little bit of a jog. I can't even tell which is my favorite. Like, every time I see one, I'm like, ooh, this is my new favorite. Or this is my new favorite. I do like the snake, though. Making great use of all the space in here. Yeah, Lord Gwen, this, I completely agree. This is badass. There is just so much to take in here. Okay, honestly, full disclosure, this might be one of my favorites. Just this little diorama with the camels. That's too freaking cute. The ship is pretty awesome too. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it. So let us move on over. Next up, we have the Goram Bat Guy, Cold Harbor's Real Estate, Captain Cadwell's Astounding Ship. Let's check it out. Alright, and the description reads, much like his armor, this ship is little more than discarded junk cobbled together. On Nirn, it wouldn't even be remotely seaworthy, but luckily for him, Cold Harbor is more forgiving in this regard, especially when you build a ship on more or less solid ground. Full sail ahead. And then it says, see if you can find all 6 of his Bantam Guar crewmates. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, look at this. That is a thoroughly Cadwell ship right there. That is as Cadwell as it gets. And I love the vaguely tropical vibes as it is snowing on us. I wonder if it's actually been set to be permanently snowy here. I'm pretty sure you can control the weather in Cold Harbor and have it, like, either more snow or less snow. Could be wrong. Got this little dock taking us up here. You got the sails, the classic rough tarp sails billowing. Let's do a little jog around the perimeter here. This is 213 out of 700. We got Ornaugs, I think. Yep. Some Ornaugs waiting, and a Durzog waiting for Bastion to walk. Okay, that gets points. I'm kidding, but like, on a personal note, I love that they picked Bastion to walk the plank. As the Ornaug and the Durzog wait for their meal. It's so fun. Got this lovely prow. Ooh, I like how it's all festooned with the laundry. Feel free to use the Cadwell emote while touring. I don't have it. And when I say I don't have it, I mean I don't have it on EU or NA somehow. I really should just... I mean, it's so cheap. I don't know why I just never bought the pieces. But I really should unlock that. And is that otter up there? Yeah, somehow I built a whole in-room revolving around that song before I actually got the emote. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. And I'm only missing 2 pieces out of the 5. And they're so cheap, I just never got around to actually buying it. And there's a bunch of fragment things where that is the case for me. What do we have up here? Is that a Bantam Guar cobble? No, that is... Oh, I love that. Just take the pot and put it on the figurehead's head. That is so Cadwelly. Love that. I mean, that's a great figurehead bust to use, and then stick a pot on top of her head. Really clever. There's one of the Bantam Guar crewmates. What do we have over here? Aw! There's our helmsman. Love the rough plate just stuck on a cleaver. Lots of kitchenware in a Cadwell build. That makes sense. And Bastion being gently encouraged to walk the plank. Love it. And here we have the hold. Ah, there's Honor, the head honcho. And the janky table. This looks right at home in a Cadwell ship. Just the classic jank table. Got lots of cargo down here. Let's see if there's a Bantam Guar hidden, stowed away. I do like that it's a little hunt for the Bantam Guars. And there he is. Ooh, he really just blends in with the wheelbarrow. Actually, what is this one? Twilight Bantam Guar. Nice. Really cute. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there one up in the crow's nest, I wonder? If I had to guess, I could always cheat. There he is. Yeah. There is the lookout Bantam Guar up on the crow's nest. Love that bucket as a crow's nest too. That's really cute. So cute. Alright, very nicely done, Goram Bat Guy. Go poke Bastion off the plank real quick. Come on. Get a move on. Get. Go on. Get. Those guys are hungry down there. Yeah, love this little island set up here with the palm trees and the Cold Harbor boulders. Really nice. And I think that's it for 213. That looked like about 213. So, one more on EU, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I might try and get one more, get another tour night in on Monday and see how many I can get through. Really hoping to have all of them toured on stream before the due date on Tuesday, and I think I should be able to make that happen. So yeah, last one of the night is going to be by Valen 1, Maryvine Estate, Pumpkin Patch Village. Check it out. The description reads, "Pumpkin season is here again. Pumpkins are ripening nicely in the fields, turning a beautiful orange color. It's a pity you can't squeeze in among them and live your cozy little life. Wait, why not?" Oh yeah, Maryvine Estate. I don't know if I said Maryvine Estate, but it is a Oh, wow. Oh, that's adorable. Not only do we have the big pumpkin cobbles with the giant mushrooms, which I've seen before, but not as ridgy as this. I really appreciate that Valen 1 has clipped multiples of these like at different angles to give those authentic little pumpkin ridges. Oh, love that. And then making windows here with the retaining walls. That is so cute. Oh, wow. Got the rough containers for the shutters. That's cute. I'm sorry y'all can't see my face right now, but allergies are just kicking my ass, so you don't want to see me right now. But I really, really adore this. You can imagine what my face is looking like right now as I just go from house to house, trick-or-treating, presumably. Oh, look at this little border of fallen autumn leaves. That's so cute. Just the little edges of the fallen leaves just give a very Halloween feel, and I love the clamshells too now for the well. And look at this, because we definitely don't have any actual wells to use in this contest. This is all 100% cobbled with. Got the rough blocks for the foundation. Got the Leowin broken axle wagon wheel for the pulley. And then what is this crossbeam? Is that that's that Elsewhere pole thing. I always forget the name of. Elsewhere rack poles. Very nice. And yeah, just make an opening with a roof so we can't actually peer down what is in there. That looks really good. Love that. Also, this is a great choice of house, too, because you get the very autumnal gate as we come in here. Oh, beautiful. I love the crates as the shutters and hiding them so elegantly in the retaining wall window cobbles. And the archway, so with the retaining walls. And what is this? This is, yep, more rough containers for the doors. It's really good. You've got kind of like a crossbar here too. I also like the upside down mushroom as the stem of the pumpkin. Like same mushroom that's been used for the body of the pumpkin itself can be used for the stems of each of these. You got these nice chunky pebble boulders all around, keeping the gorse in. That is so creative. This almost looks like a little farm plot over here with the shrubbery. It's so cozy. Oh, Larna, welcome in. How you doing? So yeah, for anyone who does not know, Lilarna is the GM, well, leader of Real Endgame. So everyone go join that if you have not already. Oh, it didn't go. That's weird. Yeah, this is a really cutesy place. This is by Valen1 on PCEU, Maryvine Estate. So yeah, Lilarna is running this contest, so big props to Lilarna for setting this all up and giving our amazingly talented builders some fantastic new metas to explore. Just using home goods like this, and especially with some of the new ones we got with Solstice. I love this well, this pumpkin-y well just made of clamshells. That's too cute. Love it. This is only 422 out of 600. But yeah, individual mushrooms, like, these are very large mushrooms, but I appreciate that they've made the extra ridges with multiples of these. They really do just look so much more pumpkin-y that way. Really, really cute. Lots of tiny little details here. I love this too. The just sinking the stick fences in. Wait a sec. What are these? Look like there are more pumpkins being grown. I'm seeing the mushroom now, and I'm seeing the tops. So either they're like baby pumpkins, or they're like some other kind of crop. Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Carrots. Yeah, yeah. I'm wondering if these are like, if these are carrots, radishes. Yeah, like really kind of speculating. I love just the whole concept of giant vegetables, though, and the tools that we have. Turnips. Yeah, it could be turnips. I love how this is the undersides of other mushrooms too. These are the little stem bits of the dual mauve dusk mushrooms. Yeah, yeah, with the red, that intentionally chosen red, I'm thinking like some kind of radish. Are they big or am I tiny? Yeah, I have no idea, Catherson, and welcome in, by the way. Appreciate you stopping by. This is adorable. All the flowers and the grasses. I really do feel quite small. It feels like a fairy, like a pumpkin fairy village. The ones behind the others are probably carrot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, they've got the really tall, like, frond thing. See, that makes sense. Because we got this, what, like, marsh frond? Yeah, plant marsh frond, and the extra tall, solstice, fronds up above. So, yeah, definitely carrots. Good catch, Revy. And then I'm wondering, like, something yellow. Yeah, turnips, probably. Yeah, I'm thinking radish there, turnips there, and carrots there. Lots of root veg. Very cool. And over here, yeah, more turnips. And then potatoes, maybe? I don't know. Something over there. Yeah, it's way late over there. Thank you so much for popping in, Lorna. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm actually about to raid off as well. Really, really appreciate you joining me on this home goods adventure tonight. And I think that's it. Lots of intricate little giant, well, yeah, intricate giant cobbles here. Love this well in the center too. That's really creative. What a fantastic cobble. Got the windows and just the whole like landscape and terrace. Oh, I didn't even acknowledge like how good this this dirt path is. This is all those solstice boulders. Really cool. Oh man, I have just, you can zoom right into that texture. That's just total game changer for dirt paths and stuff. Like there has never been a more perfect boulder than that one. All right, that'll do it for me. Let's go find someone to raid off to. Really appreciate you all joining me tonight. Let's see who's doing ESO things, if anybody. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Eggy. Appreciate you. All right, Ninja614 is doing some ESO. Let's go say hi to Ninja. Here we go. And off we go. Yep, as always, thank you all so much for joining me. Thanks for lurking if you're lurking, and thanks for chatting if you're chatting.